Dusanka Seratlic, How to Create Anything. Let us live for the beauty of our own reality. To be continued. She'd seen all of that before in a movie. She couldn't remember what they were talking about when he took that photo. She remembers the feeling of weakness. It was actually funny. In that bathroom, under that light, she relaxed her muscles and her smile grew wider. She remembers distinctly only the moment when her mouth was wide open and she could taste, feel on her tongue, the musky air filled with the smell of her own urine. She was traveling by bus, reading her last Agatha Christie novel that summer. It was the end of October, full moon. She'd seen it rise in a different universe, and now she was standing in the middle of a night by the road, somewhere between what they call Serbia and what they call Montenegro. And she was smoking, she was watching the stars, she was relaxed. She was excited. That morning was foggy, and the first sun she saw was clear, sharp, and white as the original white, circle embedded behind the cloud. She didn't expect to want him that long. And this is when time ends. To build castles in the sky, always remember, when they crash, for better or worse, they crash in the sky. Perhaps this is when fireworks rain and roses bloom. First night, I saw a red moon on fire, and second night, it was underwater. This was when I first felt it. It became real when said out loud. Now it's finite, still throwing rocks. I trusted long enough. I made it so far out. It's a real day's time. A fool's day, past. Things flow as they should. This time, it feels like a detour. For a border mission, you need a map. Life around here. The way he offered to participate in my sadness was very honest, and I accepted it as such, although it was almost inappropriate in the contrast it created with my particular sad situation. You are denied opportunities to fulfill your desires. You are lazy in everything you do. You entertain a few thoughts, but first you smoke. There is nothing to see. There is no one there but you, peeping from the past, eager to survive. Light shines on you, and you are this light. Lay back, Relax. Have that cigarette and don't be afraid to harm anyone. People give you their love and you like it. You want to wear it like a coat. Where did you even find it? It's lost in the train. I say this because you're not here and your words are just mood of the day. I refuse to accept myself. I refuse this with great and even endearing passion. Book of January. What is this about? Wait your turn. Try and fly to the right reality. You will know because there will be the sun. Is that the moon? I don't know. Rest your head before you lose your head. Give me back my sense of physical body. Your soul. Dream revelations. Southern winds. Leave the house. Rain is just a memory. And don't worry, the clouds, they are well managed. Fancy seeing you here. Let me tell you everything. Sorry for ruining your day. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't want to talk to you until you find yourself. I'd be happy to get up, but I'm going through changes on a molecular level. You were told to pay special attention. Attention, it's important. Do you have any cheese? Good luck. You wouldn't believe me, but it's raining here too. You can do nothing but trust me. Sunny side up. My lost boy. Let it all be true. I exist only when you look at me. Shine a light on me. And I turn on and I perform. And when you're gone, I am empty. I am not there. You shine and I dance. Between my nothing and your request, I wait and I'm ready. It doesn't matter what you say, as long as I can understand. I will be true for you. I am the reality. I am nothing more than your eyes can see. Let me be yourself. Make me a wish. And when I'm off, I'm off. Open the source. Invisible online interactions and their significance in the spiritual world. I'm here to remember you as you live your life. You have nothing except your numerous thoughts. An irresistible desire to share with you. Today I want to be distracted. Do you have enough notifications in your life? true connection. It's the only magic. You know, what I like about the internet is that it's all human-made. Hiding our ugliness behind our love of beauty. There is no poetry, but internet poetry. Do we love each other, or do you just love weed? The present doesn't have to confirm the past for it to be a memory. May you survive and thrive through every nervous breakdown. I'm dealing with boys who don't read books. It's never drugs, it's always you. Low res, but highly fuckable. What if your therapist can't handle you either? I'm beautiful, not realistic. I have successfully escaped reality. Crippling fear that my mind as I know it is dying. Unexpected jihad. The whole thing was green like sweet, dirty water can be. The time spent in that particular train was the time spent truly daydreaming. Today, the sun was warm, perhaps for the first time that winter, that spring. Spring has this strange quality. It melts and defrosts everything. And to be honest, the smell of flowers is really there to mask the rotting. Several times already, a conversation about the heating system in intercity trains happened. It was too hot and too spicy, with all the people there just stinking. There was always one cab that they didn't heat, in which it was cold, and so the best way to enjoy the 2-hour ride was to switch back and forth. It was the afternoon train, one at 3:15, and it was always full of people, like a city bus would be. It invoked a strange feeling because it had an everyday quality of a street in a setting that was usually perceived as silent in its mechanics. It crossed 2 rivers, or perhaps it was the same river crossed once, twice. Sense of direction often fails us. The girl was speaking lively, aggressively. She was entertaining her friends with constant chatter. Her face was hers, and then it would become someone else's, although without any personality. She came from a family of mad and ambitious and lazy. The constant struggle kept her body small and active. Her mind was like a bee's. The other girls found a silent refuge in her monologues. They smoked, and they would smile just at the right moment. With a mind free of knowledge on that particular subject, she could see his mistakes better than he did. He worked faster as she was drifting off, asking questions a child would ask, assuming the most banal of outcomes, often solving the problem. It seemed important to her to acquire that skill, and at this point, she was hoping she would somehow absorb the knowledge and postpone the day that she would have to sit down and start writing the language of the machines. Feeling strange-looking, flat books with commands that circle back and make beautiful sense. Immediately, she wanted to write a crime novel, a game to play and get sweet animated surprises if you guess the killer. Yes, I'm full of ideas. It's torture. Their relationship was now based mostly on tender friendship, with sex implied, happening when the mood is just right. He had an idea to become a ceremonial pig, to be traditionally prepared for slaughter, as a performance for the main street. It was a story he told her twice, and she couldn't wait to hear it for the third time. It was one of those stories that make you laugh by tickling the inside of your nose, and you're not quite sure what those words even mean, but you laugh from the belly. There was a night when she was sick of it all, of her sickness and her health, and she weakly passed the distance between their apartments to enjoy the sweet understanding of a dark room and a hazy headache. They talked about him being a nude model for her, and she said she would photograph him only with an erection. It was an idea that made them both horny and nervous, but excited. As she drifted into fever, she imagined them in spring, naked, on a grassy shore under a tree, near River Tisa, wild-bloomed butterflies. He was downloading horror games, and he asked her to play in front of him. He would like to watch her get scared. He apologizes for the sadistic undertones. She could see the sexual potential of such a situation, but she refused to be scared, especially after the last time when she learned that she liked ISIS propaganda music during one of the unexpected Jihad compilations on YouTube. Body bonds. I wish I didn't know any better. Today, I'm only gonna try. Can't be stimulated by myself forever, though. Is this what I fought for? I demand a creamy cake. Sex just seems like a generally bad decision. I think about you exactly never. I take what I can get. Such a lonely species. No one in the universe to talk to but each other. With dreams like these, who needs enemies? Resist the urge until it's no longer an urge. Life makes no sense unless it's shared. Tired of sharing my life with random people all day. I'm horny only for my one and only. Let me out of your head. One day, when everyone is dead, I'll just quietly walk into a fire Comments. Winter inspires the most beautiful dreams of summer. We wonder how much of what we experience is acted out in the world. Sometimes we said the dreams of experience, the repetition of dreams, and the beauty of dreams uninterrupted. It's enough, if not better, than the reality of those dreams would be. Nice dream. A million skin volcanoes sprouted oil. She would rub it back into the skin, sometimes mixed with coconut. A bad dream, because I prefer to sleep through my strongest emotions. She made her body into a very sensitive matter. She learned to use words to awaken feelings. She would relive her experiences by remembering the story. Sometimes she would invoke a certain environment or a certain person, a certain day or a taste, and reenact the experience. All of her listeners were sympathetic to her world and participated in it in their own way. But none of them truly believed her. There is a different space between us. It's not just a measure of a line that I see between the edges. And so, the white cloud carries on down, and the fog, it rises above it, misting into water. No title. 8 years later to the day, I am packing my boxes to go back. Bring that shit in. Money back in your pocket. Made it across the channel. Road trip dreaming. That pivotal moment when you reach equilibrium, it's really not that hard. It's like nothing we've seen on any other planet in the universe. You coming soon? Be limited to only 1 hour a day of screen time. Pretend to be innocent. 16 minutes. The development process for one. Seeing certain things, they just weary me. Day after. On this fine Sunday, actually this one, engaging in what appears to be a mix of dancing. All you can ask for on a Sunday, really. The movements in motion with mass, there's no fighting it. He's low on gore, but high on disturbance. Applaud the screen every single time. Are you back? Do you personally know any of these people? I was born in September and I'm rotten. It describes changeability, not constant insurrection. You should add me. My life, it's really interesting. Videos of me being vulnerable. the internet was born on this day. In your face, but tender too. You will come hang out with me. I got the goods. Just stop touching it. The applesauce out of the apple. Can't we just exist? Home humming with guilt-free electric power. Beware of infinite loops.